Hello, my name is Larry Leon Williams. I'm your host, artist for this broadcast, for this video, honoring master artist and my master, great guy, Riven Phoenix. Also, I'm showcasing my Blender modeling using the Blender software. What you'll be seeing is some time-lapse videos of some modeling that I've created using the Blender software 2.78 recent and also 2.77. You'll also be seeing master artist Riven Phoenix throughout the video. He's conducting the tutorial on modeling the human figure. I myself am a noteworthy artist also. I like to think myself as being an accomplished user of the Blender software. This is the Blender software you're viewing now, being used to create this human figure. That is my figure there. And you'll be seeing various times whereas I was involved in the class, the tutorials taught by Master Riven Phoenix. And I'm sharing with you some of those times. As a matter of fact, this tutorial took me 3 years to finish, to get, and I'm not even perfect at it now. This is a great tutorial, might I add. I recommend it for everyone and anyone. It can help you in many ways. Many ways, financially, spiritually, even supernaturally. I can't inhibit anything from understanding and using this software, Blender, or taking the tutorial class from Master Riven Phoenix. I learned very much. Also, you will see, if you view the Cycle Club, I have some videos on the Cycle Club of some other works that I've created, done using the Blender software. I particularly like this course taught by Riven Phoenix as being one that's demanding and exacting, and ask the best of you so that you might be the best. This video is about 1 hour and 4 minutes and 4 seconds, 4.23 seconds. Okay? And like I said, it's mostly time-lapsed. At the end, it will not be time-lapsed. Won't be time-lapsed. You'll be seeing Master Riven Phoenix himself from his tutorials. Not that I know him personally or anything like that, but you'll see the tutorial throughout that last section of this video. Okay, here you'll just be seeing some samples, examples of, matter of fact, this is actual scenes from where I created this human figure and learned to do it using Master Riven Phoenix's theory, methods of creating a human figure. And I'm sharing with you these images of it, not images, but animation portions of it. Sometimes I'll be very quiet in this video and let you watch it, and other times I'll inject some knowledge, some information for you. Okay, and you'll hear some music in the background. I titled the tune Guitar Strings 2. Created using OnBeat. You can go to the Microsoft Store and find that application and create your own guitar strings. Okay, as a matter of fact, the Microsoft Store has a lot of things you can use, from financial to musical. They even have some hypnotizing application on there, but it's just for fun, not really to hypnotize you. Here you see that I'm creating an ear. You'll see images of animations of me creating the ear throughout this video, and you'll see the ear on the actual human figure that I created here using Master Riven Phoenix's proven method. Like I said, once again, this is time-lapsed. And once again, may I add that this course took me approximately 3 years to finish. And I had great fun, a great learning experience, and I wanted to take that long to do it just right, to get it exactly right. There's very much knowledge in this, and you can do very much with this once you learn it and get the process and the method down packed to where you know it. Oh, and by the way, I'm using Coral Video Studio X10 to record this, and I use Coral Video's screen capture to capture this video of the videos that you see of my creating the Blender, creating the human figure, pardon me. Also, I'm using Core Video's recorder right now to record this, so I recommend Core Video for a lot of things, and also I recommend Cyberlink also. They have great software, recording software. Okay, that's my figure there. Let's go on down to the feet. Now, might I add, I had some problems with the feet, and I have one video I must mention on the YouTube where it's about Master Riven Phoenix and myself. I'm taking the course, and I didn't pay attention as I should have, and I missed some portions of it. And on the hands, you might see the hands, and there the hands, and by the time I finished with the hand, they look like Frankenstein hand. You heard of Frankenstein monster? Well, they looked like his hands. So that's the thing you must do when you're taking courses, any course, is pay attention and make sure you got it all right before you call it finished, or else it won't come out looking right. You might want to see my video. It's called how to make a Frankenstein monster movie. How not to make a Frankenstein monster movie. And I went on through the movie to explain that one way to do it is not get all the information correct while you're doing it, and then it's no way to do it if you ain't got it correct. It must come out wrong. If it must be correct and you don't come out correct, then it must come out wrong, incorrect, right? Right. So that's the truth about that. Double check your processes, your information. Make sure you get it all right. Okay, here I'm working on the eyes, double checking everything, making sure I get it right. Okay. like I said, you'll hear the music in the background when I'm quiet, and that's the guitar string too that I made. I hope it's not annoying to you. When I finished it, it's compilation. I kind of liked it, so I thought I would include it. Here's another awesome feature of Blender. You can go in and check out your figure with different colors. See how it looks. I thought I was going to make me an Oscar. How about that? Now, Blender does a lot of things, might I add. Not only just create human figures, but it records movies, does titles. You can make titles with it. You can make background scenes with it, and you can do some recording. And also you can make games using it. It does animation. You can like that figure there. Once I finish it, well, I'm finished with it now. That's why I'm making this movie, to honor Master Riven Phoenix. But you can make it move, walk, add vocals to it, and like for instance how the hands are right now. You can animate the arms, the head, the whole body, if you like. That's my logo. One milk, one cookie, and that's one of mine. You'll see the other later. And this one is one blender and one cookie mixer. Okay. And if you see those, then you know Mr. Williams is around. One milk and one cookie is around, or one blender and one cookie mixer, one or the other, whichever comes first, is around. Right now, as I talk, all three of us are around. That's my logo. Okay. So once you start this tutorial, it'll show you how absolutely how we started it, how to start it. Okay, here you see that where I right now that was Master Riven Phoenix's logo. That's my character right there. You can always tell my character from his. On purpose, that is. When I first started, I made my character look just like his. I did everything. It was a movement he made that I didn't make. But my hard drive crashed, and all the information was on that hard drive, and I started over. And I didn't know anything to begin with when I was doing it, but verbatim as I was doing it. And so I decided to be more truthful with Master Riven Phoenix and make my own design, but using that method. And so you'll see mine look a little different this time around. I did a couple of things to make it purposely look different. You'll see it also as we progress in this movie. I'll show it to you. Oh, that's me right there, matter of fact, in the background. One blender and one cookie mixer. Here I'm working on the chin, the under the cheek. like I said, I like to think of myself as a noteworthy artist and also an accomplished person using Blender software. As I mentioned, I've done a number of projects with Blender and donated when I had the chance to, had the finances able to at least, and look forward to and hopefully pray for everybody to be able to donate, for this is a free software. Actually, you're welcome to use it for free and hopefully for the best benefit, not for anything wrong, detrimental to the Blender organization. It must be organized because for they always want to see your how should you say, that it benefits you. So to do that, it has to be organized. Here I'm using some techniques in Blender. Well, I'll go ahead and mention it, to make a dimple in the chin. You seen some people or characters that's got a depression in the chin, naturally, born like that, with it, created by the creator like that, Yahweh, with dimples in the cheek and the chin. So that's one way I made mine different this time. As I mentioned, when my machine crashed and I started over, and I decided to make my character different from the one I had made before, which looked exactly like Master Riven Phoenix's. And I decided, that's his right there, matter of fact. See, it looks quite different from them, physically and facially. What's different facially and physically? Okay.
Hey guys, my name is Riven Phoenix, and welcome to the Blender tutorial for the artist. So what we're going to be doing is creating this realistic version of the human figure using a formula-based system that I've developed over the years that allows me to create this figure over and over again for any type of character design that I'm working on. The power of this formula system is that it gives you the ability to understand the human figure in a much more intimate way in a 3D environment, and it also helps you to understand how 3D modeling works. So this formula-based system will give you the ability to create this model here, which you can see, which is an 8-head formula. It has realistic surface anatomy over here. And then again, you can simply change the formula around to create different variations of this figure over here. The other thing I'm just going to show you that if you look at the topology, you can see that it has very good topology that allows it to be animated right after you're done modeling, if you want to. Or you can simply go ahead and use Blender sculpting tools and then later do the topology if you want to add even more enhancements to this figure. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So here just let me point out that I'm using Blender version 2.7, but you can use any. You can use the same exact version, and you can use one that's a little bit later after this one.
Come back
right?
to you
So
on the voiceover with some insight, input about my character that I'm modeling, which is
I'm going to go ahead and
a little
just
more
reload
progressive
the startup
into
file
this
over here.
video, a little further into this video.
And then we'll just go ahead and get started.
Okay, thank you. Listen to Master Phoenix.
Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is go into the outliner, and I'm just going to hide the camera and the lamp over here. We're going to be using the 3D manipulator, and I'm going to be using the grid floor to help us create this figure. So I'm going to click on 1 to go into my front view, go ahead and click on 5, and we'll go into ortho view over here. Next, I'm going to switch to edit mode, so I can do this by switching here. I'll just click on my tab key. So select all this over here. Okay, select all this. Just make sure that everybody's selected. You can do Z to make sure that you got everything over here. Okay, I'm gonna do one over here. So we're gonna rotate this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm gonna bring it in 1 and then 2 times over here. That's why I moved that other vertex before. So next, surely the a lot of stuff, the vertices over here are not there, right? So this is what we can do. We can go ahead and move this over here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do merge at last over here. Next, I'm going to press K, which is going to give me a knife tool. I'm going to select on this and then click here and do spacebar over here. So if I do this, this will just give me the ability to connect it, right? Because the reason we can do that is because you have to think about how the foot area is going to be moving anyways, right? It's a very useful technique because it just adds almost like the circular type topology over there. Okay, anyway, so what I want to do over here, I'm going to move this over here and merge at last. Okay, so over here, this one has to connect over here, merge at last. So we're going to need two vertices over here, merge at last. Okay, so over here on the top, I'm just going to simply do a K, add one guy over here for this guy, spacebar, K, add one guy over here, and spacebar, and merge at last, and go ahead and just close this up. And then you can move this stuff around to just get it the way you want it to. So important to put down important lines to see what is it that you're doing. Okay, so I'm just going to A to select that. Tools to just get a nice view over here, okay? You can use the sculpting mode also, but right now, well, I'm not going to touch that. Yes. And for this one, I'm going to go ahead and X and delete the click on these two guys over here and merge at last over here. It'll just close it up basically and merge at last. Proportional editing over here, and I'm just going to zoom out just to show you. Basically what I want to do is come at least 2 of these small grid units in, right? And it'll just help to give the idea for the face a little proportion and fix anything over here, right? So it's a little over here. If you look at the year, right, you can bring it in a little more if you feel that it's a little too fat. Again, this is just a showing you how you vertice that it can hit that's over here. Okay, so you can just go in here and just sculpt it. You need a little more strength over here to actually bring this stuff out over here. Okay. See, if I click here, nothing's really going to happen over here. It has to be on our vertex. Okay, so that's how you can actually smooth things out over here rather than moving the vertices like I showed you, and clean up the face or whatever. But just make sure you have this on so you can see where, what is it that you want to edit over here. Okay. See, over here you can just bring some stuff out. Anyways, I just wanted to get some of these points across over here, but you should be good to go. So you can now go through the rest of the model and fix anything up here. So here, I think I'll just use the sculpting tools to get rid of that idea over here. I'll leave that in there. Okay. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And thank you for watching.
Hello. Hello. Once again, I'm Larry Leon Williams. I have a logo, and that is one milk and one cookie. You'll see it on the left side of the screen with the cookie and one glass of milk. And also I have another logo, one blender and one cookie mixer. You'll see it on the right side of your screen with the blender and the cookie mixer with the cookies in it in my photo. These are some images, animation progressions of my modeling character, human figure. This is the course I was speaking of, the tutorial taught by master artist Riven Phoenix. I must call this one finished. I like it. I think it's done good. I've modeled it great. Follow his instructions real good. Also, I would like to add that although I'm saying that this is a finished modeling figure, that I finished all the work I want to do on it yet, and still there's some more work you can do on it afterwards. If you choose to, you can recreate it, do the figure over to topology, as Master Phoenix says, move things around, reorganize, refigure it if you like. Here I'm going through some color variations on the model that I like to see it in color. Helps bring it out, more definition, more enhanced, more it attracts attention more actually. But also it shows the figure and its enhanced capacity. So I'm just showing you some the basic outline, the design of the figure, letting you see it in different colors. I like the blue. Okay, we'll change colors. I like this color also. Let's show you some basic things about this. The curves, the lines, the shape of the body, the muscular structure, the facial character, shape of the head, clothes. Here I'm showing you the ear. I recommend Master Phoenix's course, Riven Phoenix. He's very patient with by teaching it. Instructions are for the most part clearly understood. Of course, if you're a beginner with using the Blender software, some of the terminology you might not understand, but there's help for that also. You can ask around in many sources to find out certain words or phrases that he uses. I myself intend to use this to this experience to its greatest benefit for myself. Hopefully, maybe get a job animating, make a lot of money. How about that? And once again, you can refigure this once you've done it, completed at any time. It's on your computer or business machine or machine that created it, so you can open it and work on it at any time and reconstruct your refigure any muscle mass or body part, knees, legs, toes, or whenever, however you want, like at any given time. Although, like I said, you can call it finished. I'm calling this finished, as Master Riven Phoenix did on his tutorial class, called it finished. But of course, he can go in and change it anytime, right? So that's what I'm saying here. I can go in and change anything about this character at any given moment. Ears, mouth, dimples in the cheek, toes, knees. But I like it for now as it is. Matter of fact, here I am showing the toes, the feet, close-up view. So once again, I'd like to ask you to like this video, to tune into the Psycho Club for a lot more videos, for greater videos and more interesting videos and exciting videos. It's a wide variety of videos on the Psycho Club that I'm certain that you shall enjoy if you tune in. That's the dimple in the cheek. If you ever seen, some people do have dimple in the cheek, and some does have a dimple in the chin also. My figure would differ from his a little bit. I did a video. I did this modeling class. It took me 3 years to finish. I had it on my computer, and it, my hard drive external hard drive crashed, and all the information was on it. I had not totally learned it as I haven't now, and I had to start all over. And it's taken me 3 years to do this, but it's great. But when I first started, I was going verbatim with Riven Phoenix with his teaching. Every thing he taught while making his character, I imitated, or did it on my computer, and it looked exactly like my character. But when my mine crashed, I decided to make mine total original. For time's sake, mostly. It might have taken me 6 years. But we're gonna save this now. And I'd like to thank you for tuning in to this honoring of master artists, by noteworthy artists, myself, Larry Leon Williams. And I hope you tune in to further animation and projects that I might create from using the Blender software. And also I ask you to tune in to the Psycho Club. And once again, the music you're hearing is by Photo Suite Studios. It's Sound Suites Music Studio, and the title of it is Guitar Strings 2. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'd like to wish you good fortune and blessings in your life, and may you prosper. And thank you for tuning in to the Psycho Club. And don't forget to like this. I hate to say this at the end of the video. Don't forget to like this video and comment also. Your comment is appreciated greatly. So once again, thank you for viewing the Psycho Club.